In this demonstration, we'll go through a very common business process called quote to cash using two applications within Dynamics 365. We'll use Dynamics 365 Business Central as well as Dynamics 365 for sales. So in this process, we'll take a look at the beginning portion of the process as a sales representative who's going to enter in a sales quote and convert that quote to an order within Dynamics 365 for sales. And then by way of the integration, we'll have the accounting team convert that order to an invoice, post the invoice, and then convert that to cash for the organization. So let's first begin as the role of a sales representative by creating a sales quote. So here I am, I'm using Dynamics 365 for sales. I have a list of the customers of the accounts that I follow, one of which happens to be a Datum Corporation, one of my key accounts. And immediately you see, again, some details, rich information regarding this account, as well as the customer details that are being fed over on the right-hand side from Dynamics 365 Business Central. So I can see all of the accounting metrics, outstanding orders, outstanding invoices, without having to contact anyone else in my organization. I'm able to just kind of follow through the flow of my job responsibilities and giving me key information. Now, of course, I'm going to go ahead and enter in a quick quote, so I'll hit the plus sign up at the top. We'll enter in a quote. Now I'll give that quote a name, and then the customer is going to be a datum. And here's where I can choose different price lists. So in my scenario, I want to leverage the inventory and the price list that we use that's been configured in Dynamics 365 Business Central, the accounting system, and I'll select OK. Now I've created that opportunity. Let's go ahead and or the quote I should say. Now let's just go ahead and add products to that. So on the ellipsis, I'll add the quote line. I can either choose from my existing inventory, or I also have the option to deselect existing and handle write-in products, which will then synchronize between the two applications. But let's go ahead and select the product here. We'll go ahead and choose the Berlin guest chair, and brings over the price per unit, as well as I just need to enter in the quantity of 5. I'll save that quote and then activate the quote. Next, I'll convert that quote to a sales order. So here I am with that quote for chairs for a datum. I'll create the order. We won the deal. Provide any kind of stats or descriptions. I'll select OK. And now that order has been created. Now the status in the right corner now says has been submitted, right? So again, this is the integration and the to Business Central. The order's been submitted and sent over to the accounting system. So from here, you'll notice that I can, assuming I have rights to both applications, but once that's been created, the integration sent over to Business Central. Notice for my navigation, I'm not logging in or out. I'm just simply choosing the Dynamics 365 product. And here, I'll open up the sales order tiles. I've got 6 orders, of which this happened to be the one that was sent over, the last one in the list. And there you see the 5 guest chairs for this customer. And I'll post that. And again, depending on the business rules, you can either invoice it, ship an invoice. We'll choose to go ahead and ship an invoice. And now that sales order has been viewed, or I should say has been posted, and we could be viewed under the posted sales invoices. No longer in my sales list, but available under the posted sales invoices. Now in the integration, here you can see I have the open posted sales invoices. There's the amount. And now I can send this back into Dynamics 365, so I can create that invoice within Dynamics 365 for sales. And to review that, I'll just simply go back, choose my Sales Hub, and you'll see here on the bottom left corner the icon for invoices. You'll see here's that invoice, and here that was created using the integration. And then I just need to convert to cash. So in Business Central, we'll open up the cash receipts journal. I'll select the general journal. Again, I've got this populated for me. Here's a payment from this customer, a datum. and I'll enter in the amount, and then I'll go ahead and apply that to the document, and then I'll post that. And then the last step, just to show you kind of the change in behavior of the documents, if I return back to Dynamics 365 for sales, you'll see here, if I open up, here's that invoice again, and notice the reason or the status has gone from partial to complete, meaning we've applied the funds to that invoice. So in this scenario, we just showed you the quote to cash business process using both Dynamics 365 Business Central and also Dynamics 365 for sales. And really the benefits to an organization is seeing how we can reduce time in the data entry process, and more importantly, right, is respond to customer requests and give people in the organization the details and the information they need to perform their job.